Yesterday we spent some time discussing vision boards and goal boards, and I just wanted to carry on a similar sort of path today. Motivation and how we get motivation, or how I keep motivated and stay excited and pumped and keep challenging myself and lifting to the next level. So one of the biggest things for me is, you can see I've got my library behind me. I want to talk a little bit about my library, to share with you some of my favourite books, and how important and how much of a massive part I feel that my library plays in my reading, plays in my motivation on a daily basis. When I came over from Australia 7 years ago, I came over with next to nothing. I didn't have a lot of money, so I came over with my laptop. I had a suitcase with some clothes in it, and my library. At that time, the library was quite a bit smaller, but it was one of the things that was definitely coming no matter what. Because I think you can take anything away from me that I might have, as far as material bits and pieces. But if I've got that knowledge and that know-how of how I got it in the first place, I can always go back and I can always get that back again. So for me, my motivation, my library is a big part of me and one of my most prized possessions. So today I want to talk about some of my favourite books. All my books are precious to me, but I want to start off with my first book. This is the first personal, what we call personal development book, or motivational book, or inspirational book, or whatever, however you want to think about it. The first one that I got was called The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. And it's basically exactly what it is. It takes no more energy to think big than it takes to think small. So a great book to get you started on, a great way to start that thinking patterns going on, and easy book to read. So it's something there. Just flicking open there, it just reminded me of something as well. When you've got a book, it's don't leave it on the bookshelf and leave it there and keep it in pristine condition. As you can see, it's quite used. Love your books, write on them, highlight them, get into it, make it your book. So when you go back, you can just see the highlighted areas. You don't have to read the whole thing. You can just see the things that were important to you back then, which is obviously quite often different, but it's a sign of your growth as well. Second book I got, How to Win Friends and Influence People. When I first saw it, I was like, you don't win friends. You have friends, you don't win them. So the title's a little bit different, unique, but it's really about how to influence people, how to be a nice person, how to be someone that other people are attracted to, and I obviously needed that, and I still do. But I read that one 7 times, so you can see how much. Hopefully, it's worked to some degree. Some people might disagree with that, but yeah, it's 7 times that one. It was a good one. So different books have different things. Sometimes we want to learn something. Sometimes we just want to simply be motivated or inspired. Or you might be going through a tough time and you want to and experience something. Relate your experience to something else that someone else has done, and it then often makes your experience seem not as bad or not as challenging, much easier to overcome. And so that's with this one. When it comes to challenges, Shackleton's Way is a story of these guys that got stuck on the ice for months on end, and the leader of the group had to keep them together and keep them going through challenging times. It's a really good leadership book, that one. Most of us know this guy here, Concho. Concho is Living My Dream is an awesome story of his autobiography and his story and how he came through to achieve anything. And if you're into martial arts, like most of us are, then obviously this is a must read. But just a story of someone following their passion, going for it, making it happen, and making it happen. And great book there. Steve Redgrove. I'm a massive one for autobiographies. I love reading people's stories and what they've done and what they've achieved, because things that I want to achieve, like I think this guy's done from memory about actually, I won't quote it, stacks of gold medals in rowing, which is one of the most intense sports, most painful, hard, challenging sports there are, rowing. And yeah, just year after year after year has done an amazing stuff. Makes what I want to do seem easy, achieve my black belt or higher than that, some, cycling stuff or, whatever it might be that I want to achieve. When I read these guys, it just makes it seem easy and that gives me heaps of motivation. If you think it's easy, then it's great. Classic, one of the classics, The Power of Positive Thinking. It's all about attitude, man. It's all about attitude. Everything in life's about attitude. It's how you look at it, how you think about it, the way you look at it. This is an awesome book. Just rewires your thinking into thinking positive and thinking I can. If you think you can, you can. That's another one of his books. But yeah, awesome book. I'm going to finish off with my all-time favorite author when it comes to motivation and inspiration for me. Just fires me up. It's Dean. I don't know if I can say it properly. Dean Kazanis. Anyway, however you pronounce it. Sorry, Dean. I apologise for not pronouncing it properly. But I'm not a runner. Most of you know I've got a fused ankle, so running for me is kind of out of the question. But even though I'm not a runner, I tell you what, the style of writing that this guy has and what he achieves is just, it's awesome. It pumps me. I just read a few pages. I literally can't sit down and continue on reading it. I've got to get up and do something towards my goals. So this guy rocks. That's his first book, or the first book that I'm aware of, The Ultra Marathon Man. He runs like 150-mile races through Death Valley, unbelievable temperatures, just crazy. One of his following books is 50 marathons in 50 days. So that was 50 marathons in 50 days in a running and in 50 different states of the US. And then after that, he continued on running like Forrest Gump. But you know what? Fantastic. Start off with this one, and if you enjoy it, jump into the other ones and you have a bit of an idea from the beginning. It's phenomenal. Just absolute awesome books. As you can see, I've got stacks more books in the back there. I don't keep my reading for one thing. I do like to read some fiction books as well. I don't keep them here. They don't hold the same significance to me. And I have started just last year. I read most of my stuff on the iPad. But I really do like the physical library. It gives me an opportunity to look at. So heaps of different stuff on there, from everything. Stacks of leadership, John Maxwell, if you're into leadership, fantastic. A lot of positive mental attitude, thinking, the law of attraction, The Secret DVD. If you haven't seen The Secret DVD, Google it, watch it, YouTube it, whatever you have to do. Get down to a video store, hire it. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. Amazing law of attraction. Lots of Donald Trump stuff in there. Anthony Robbins, classic. Lots of personality stuff. Again, if I can understand my personality, I can help to motivate other people. If I understand their personality, obviously that helps me to understand how they tick, and then maybe I can help them to, go to the next level. All sorts of different stuff. It's really, your library is completely up to you. And they're just some of the books that have really inspired and motivated me. Main thing is, if you not a big reader, start with something small. Go to the library, check it out, have fun, read, enjoy. Pop your comments below. Any questions or queries, let me know. And yeah, great talking to you.